Hi everybody, how you doing today? Cheers. Welcome to How Much House for the Money. Hope you're all having a great day and your glass is full of gratitude. So today I have 4 houses, 4 properties under $30,000, and from the looks of it, you may be able to move right in and call one of these home. And we're going to begin right here in Lima, Ohio. This one is $29,100. It's sitting on a 6,098 square foot lot. It's 925 square feet of living space with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. It's been on the market for 17 days and it says it was built in 1971. So let's see how much house we're getting for our money for $29,100 in Lima, Ohio. And I am using ChatGPT today, so we're going to check out some renderings. So here we have a brick ranch. Looks like we might have some vinyl siding on the front, 4 windows and a door on the front with a little walkway. This is cute. $29,100 here in Lima, Ohio. So in Lima, Ohio, we're in Allen County, population 35,579. Yeah, this has got a lot of potential just from what we're seeing right here. Under $30,000 for a house to live in. Who's looking in Ohio? This might suit your needs. So we have a little side entry as well with your little mailbox. Looks like there's a shingle roof. So again, have your home inspections, bring your general contractors out. But if any of you are looking for a brick ranch, this one might suit your needs. So here's a kitchen. We have a lot of cabinets, lower and upper cabinets, double sink. So this may be that side door that we saw. So you have vinyl flooring. So here's that paneling that we all love. However, we've seen it many times that we could paint paneling or you can remove it and add drywall. So it looks like we're right down to the concrete floor. So this is the kind of house that you could finish up and do what you like with, right? Under $30,000 for a house to live in. That's what it's all about. I'm really, geared toward finding low-priced houses with high potential to help you guys who are looking for affordable housing, or if you know someone that is, maybe a parent, maybe a family member, or maybe one of your grown kids. So here we have our full bathroom with your tub. Doesn't look like we're getting a shower, but we do have a nice window. We have an assist handle right there, a wall sink. Now it looks like it's been closed up for a while. You can always ask the agent how long it's been closed up. And I do have the listing agencies below in the description box of every video. So here's one of the bedrooms. Yeah, it looks like they removed the flooring, so that's one less thing you'd have to do while you renovate. Looks like the windows are vinyl, but again, have those home inspections. And we always want to research our neighborhoods. But this one is $29,100, a brick ranch in Lima, Ohio. And again, that's Allen County. And the real estate tax rate in Ohio is 1.43%, so we're coming in higher than the national average of 0.99. But this has a lot of potential. And for me, looks like we could move right in there. I mean, you'd want to spruce it up some, but it looks like you could move in there and, modernize it to your liking while you live there. But again, these are photographs. Got to get in there and really get a look at it, right? But here's your laundry room. So that needs a little cleanup, but it's there nonetheless. Looks like that's vinyl floor. There's your water heater. Here is, wow, look at this. It's a no outlet street. That's really sweet. And it doesn't look like there's anyone across the road. Yeah, that's a cute little place for $29,100 in Lima, Ohio. Wow. So we'll go back up here. Yeah, that's really cute. So here's what I've done with the outside of this one. So I painted the brick white and I added a lighter, like a light tan around the windows and the trim there and the front door, and added some window boxes. And that's what you guys could do too if you wanted to spruce up the front of it, or if you didn't want the brick. But there's all kinds of ways that we can modernize interiors and exteriors, right? So that one again is in Lima, Ohio, and it's at 1093 South Sugar Street. So let's see our street view here. Yeah, look at that. You've got sidewalks for walkability. You're in a little bit of a neighborhood, but again, a no outlet street. No one across the road. But again, we do diligence with neighborhoods, but that does not look too bad. It's cute for $29,000. So let's check out the map. So here we are in Lima, Ohio. So we have Kewpie Hamburgers nearby. Texas Roadhouse. You got a Cracker Barrel. You've got Mama Dot's Soul Food Kitchen. Woo, that sounds good. Okay, so let's see where we are on the map. Lima, Ohio. So we are right off of Highway 75. So we're right near Fort Shawnee and Yoder. We're above Cindersville, and we're to the west of Lafayette. So here we are on the map. Columbus, Ohio is down here to the southeast. We have Fort Wayne, Indiana over here to our west. Toledo is up here to the north. So this is basically central Ohio, and we're above Dayton. And that would be South Sugar Street in Lima, Ohio. And this one's $29,100. And you can always make an offer. It's been in the market 17 days, built in 1971. It says here, single family, one-story detached dwelling with 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. And it does have a shed. And it's sold as is with proof of funds and pre-approval letter, a minimum $1,000 for earnest deposit. And when we look at the history on this one, it was just listed and the house is 54 years old. And again, that's Lima, Ohio for $29,100. That's got a lot of potential for somebody. All right, so now we're headed into Kansas. We're in Chanute, Kansas with this one. This is so cute. So we're at $24,900 with this one, so we're reducing the price. It's hot off the listing press, been in the market 16 hours as I upload this video. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath property with just shy of 900 square feet of living space on a lot that's 63,050 or 66,350 square feet, pardon me. And it says here it was built in 1925, and it's in Chanute, Kansas on South Lafayette Avenue. So how much house are we getting for our money in Chanute, Kansas? How cute is this? So we have a shingle roof. We have a nice covered front porch with our walkway. Looks like it may be wood-sided. Again, have those home inspections. Has a brick foundation. Now in Chanute, Kansas, we are in Neoshu County, population 8,468 people, and the real estate tax rate in Kansas is 1.34%. So there's your back side of the house. You could totally put a wraparound deck on it if you like, or add some more landscaping, you know, for that pop of color. Hope you're all having a great day. It's always great to be with you guys. Cheers. Now, if you're new to the channel here, you're welcome to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and definitely join our growing community here, because this is where I venture through town to town, state to state, looking for these low price houses that you could possibly live in. So look at this. We got a nice outbuilding. So now we're headed inside. So we may find hardwood beneath the carpet. That might be a living room. And again, you can always change wall colorings or wall color. Add your own creative touches to the inside and outside. This is cute too. Under $25,000 in Kansas for a house that looks like we could move right in. So this may be another bedroom with closet space, upper, and got some upper cabinets above the closet there. Yeah, let's just remove that carpet, roll it up, and take it out, right? $24,900 in Kansas. And again, we're in Neoshu County. So that must be the furnace, Lennox furnace. Again, have those home inspections. They'll run it and find out and tell you, you know, what kind of shape it's in. They'll check the longevity of your roof, your foundation. If the house has a dishwasher, they'll run it. They'll check your mechanicals, so on and so forth. So it's always a good idea to have those home inspections. So now we're looking at our kitchen. It's got a lot of cabinets. It looks like we have a backsplash. We could add an island, which I will show you with the AI renderings. And again, it's ChatGPT that I'm using. This does not look too bad either for under $25,000 for a house and a roof over your head. Sometimes we just can't be too fussy. We got to roll up our sleeves and get our hands a little dirty, but it's all in the reward, I would think, you know, when we renovate these houses, bring new life. But that's carpet in the kitchen. I'd want to, for me, I'd want to remove that. So here's your laundry room. Windows look good. Vinyl flooring, we could clean that right up. There's your water heater. That's a Ream. Okay, so here's the bathroom. Totally spruced that up as well. Doesn't show the commode, but here is your nice single shower. That's nice with a seat. There's the commode, and you know what? We're just going to bypass that lid isn't closed. Yeah, this is not bad. Looks like you might want to freshen it up. But they did leave you a mirror you can hang on the wall and just take a look at yourself and say, yes, I did it. I bought myself a house for under $25,000, right? Never be afraid to make the offer. These houses are placed on the market to be sold. But this one doesn't look bad. This is cute. I see potential. Let me know in the comments where you guys are viewing the channel from. And let me know what you would do with these houses. Yeah, this is cute. Not bad at all. So let's go back up. Okay, so here's our kitchen. But this is what I did with the outside. So here's your kitchen. So I added a breakfast counter there, or an island with some counter high chairs. And they're not exactly the same cabinets, but the same tone. And they added a modern ceiling fan. So that's what the kitchen could look like. And then as we scroll back up, here's the outside. And this is what I did with the exterior. I painted it white and just added some hanging baskets, painted the front door, or replaced the front door with some fresh landscaping. So that's what the house could look like with a little bit of elbow grease and, of course, a little bit of money, but it's under $25,000 nonetheless. Oops, sorry about that. Got to go back there. And there we go. And this is at South Lafayette Avenue. So let's check out our street view here in Kansas and Chanute. There's your sidewalks. Add some value with walkability. But this looks very nice also. We're in a neighborhood, but again, due diligence. Yeah, that's a cute little place. And where are we on the map? Chanute, Kansas right here. So we have Hands Flowers. You've got the Hangout nearby, medical centers, Sonic Drive-In. You've got Outsiders on Main, G&W Foods nearby. You've got Eastern Chinese and an Azteca Mexican restaurant nearby as well. You've got a little Johnson Airport. So we are, let's see, we're below Humboldt, Kansas, and we are above Thayer, Kansas, right there on the map. So we're west of Fort Scott. So we have Kansas City up here to the northeast, Topeka's up to the north, and you've got Coffeyville down to the south of us here. And that's on South Lafayette Avenue in Chanute, Kansas, 66720. Been on the market only 16 hours, built in 1925. And the details say opportunity knocks, 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, perfect canvas for a first-time home buyer. And it's in a quiet neighborhood, convenient access to NCC. And the property has solid bones and plenty of potential with a functional floor plan. When we look at the history, it was just listed, and this house is 100 years old. And it does say no property tax history on this one. But again, you can always contact Neoshu County Clerk's Office for the accurate tax records, as with any county for those properties, so you have the accurate tax details. So that one again is in Chanute, Kansas for $24,900. Super cute place there. Now we're headed into Pennsylvania. This one's in Monessen, so you're going to be within an hour of Pittsburgh, probably about 40 minutes, I would say. This one's under $20,000. It states it's a foreclosure. It's $19,900 in Monessen, Pennsylvania on Grant Avenue. It's been on the market for 11 days. Doesn't state the year it was built. So let's see how much house we're getting for our money in Monessen, Pennsylvania. This is really pretty. This is like a 4 square with a beautiful covered front porch, shingle roof. We're in a neighborhood, and in these areas in Pennsylvania, you're pretty close to your neighbor, so it's love thy neighbor, I would say. But this is really pretty. It looks like it's vinyl sided. You've got your sidewalks, of course. But we're under $20,000 for a house to live in Pennsylvania. And now in Pennsylvania, we are in Monessen, we're in Westmoreland County, population 8,468 people. And in Pennsylvania, your real estate tax rate is 1.41%. So in Kansas, it's 1.34. In Ohio, it's 1.43. In PA, it's 1.41. So this must be the back side of the house. That's nice. You've got quite a bit of a yard there. Might have a nice view when you get upstairs. And there's a nice deck on the back. It's a concrete foundation. Monessen, Pennsylvania. Okay, so here we have a full fireplace. Look at the woodwork. Looks like it has laminate flooring. And again, you can ask the agents how long the home has been vacant. Have those home inspections. But if any of you are looking in Pennsylvania, this one is in Monessen. Wow, this is not bad at all for under $20,000. But again, when you get in there in person, you get the lay of the land, you get the details. These houses may be in better condition than what we see. Maybe it can work the other way also, of course, but under $20,000 to have a house of your own. If you've been saving money, if you've just graduated, maybe you're just moving out, or maybe you want investment property, you want to build your rental portfolio, this would work for either one. Look at that beautiful wrought iron staircase. Or the wrought iron railing along the staircase. That's very pretty. Wow, under $20,000. Woodwork is really nice. This would be a great one to see in person to find out what's going on with it. Yeah, this looks like we could move right in here too. I mean, under $20,000, people pay way more than that for a vehicle these days. And then they have an auto payment, and then they have insurance, and then they have gas. Here you could own your home and possibly take bus transit. Could save a lot of money buying a house that's under $20,000. Look at that kitchen. Nothing wrong with that, at least as far as what I'm seeing. Now, your cabinets might need a little bit of attention, but you've got upper and lower cabinets, a window above your double sink. You've got a gas range with your overhead microwave. Now, me, I think I'd want to remove this microwave and maybe these upper cabinets and put a range hood in there. But nice kitchen nonetheless. There's your refrigerator. It looks like a double door. That might be your access to the basement. Look at this house for under $20,000, you guys. This is amazing. If any of you want to live in the city, not far from Pittsburgh, this might suit your needs. And you've got to be okay to have, close neighbors, but maybe they're friendly. Maybe you could just go out there, introduce yourself, bring a pie. We got to be friendly. Okay, so here's your bathroom. Now we see a tub. See the commode behind this wall here. Nice window. Looks like vinyl flooring. Wow, look at that. Beautiful hardwood floors. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but if somebody wants city life near Pittsburgh, this might suit your needs. This is really sweet. And again, we're in Westmoreland County. This is under $20,000. Okay, so this looks like there might be an issue above that fan, but looks like they might have patched it up. So this might be the second story. Yeah, this one's not bad. Just from what we see here, definitely worth looking at in person. All of them are. If you're looking to, for a cash buy, you want something that you can put your own stamp on, these 4 houses are it. This is a good size house. It's not small. It's not huge. You could ride your bike. Maybe you want to get an e-bike and travel around. Save your money for, on an automobile and save money on having a house. So there's your mechanicals. There's the basement. Okay, so there's your staircase. There's your washing machine, your utility sink, a double utility sink. Another bathroom area. Nice. There's your electric panel. Under $20,000 here, you guys. That's a sweet find. So let me see what I did with the exterior of this one. Here it is. I just spruced it up a little bit and added some landscaping, added some flower box. I replaced the front door, but that's the same house, just cleaned up a little bit and added some landscaping. You're going to maybe be the prettiest house on the street. Nothing wrong with that. And this is Monessen, Pennsylvania. So let's see here what we have on Grant Avenue. Let's check out our street view here. There we are. Look at this. You don't have Well, you've got this house over here, but you do have some greenery right across the street. You've got one neighbor. Now this house, not sure, maybe it's occupied, but maybe not. With all that vining, maybe you could buy 2 for 1. But there is the house there. And this is our map. So there's the river over there on the west. You've got a lot of amenities. You've got Foodland. You've got Del Rosa's Pizza, the Steel Plate, Copco's Grill. So we're in Monessen, Pennsylvania. Domenico's on Grand. You're right near the river. And let's see, of course, Pittsburgh is a city of rivers, right? And city of bridges, too. And let's see, we're west of Mount Pleasant. There's Pittsburgh right ahead of us up north, right there. And then we have Brownsville and Republic down to the south, Bentleyville over to the west, Perryopolis over to the east. And right there is Monessen. And that one, again, is under $20,000, $19,900. And it says here that it's on a 4,700 square foot lot, but it doesn't give us a square footage of the house. But again, you can contact Westmoreland County in Pennsylvania for accurate details on that. It says, great opportunity, large covered front porch. Enjoy your summer nights on the spacious porch overlooking, or on the deck on the back overlooking the level yard. You have updated flooring in the living room and dining room. Kitchen offers plenty of wood cabinets, 2 generous sized bedrooms, unfinished basement for storage. And it's centrally located, as we see. And for the history, it was just listed. And it does say that the taxes were 1,405 people on an assessment of 8,870. But again, call the county for more accurate tax records. But we're looking in Monessen, PA for under $20,000 at $19,900 fine. Does not look too bad. So now we're going to head into Michigan. Look at this cute little place. This is under $12,000 for a roof over your head, you guys. And it's in Saginaw, Michigan. 2-bedroom, 1-bath house with 864 square feet. It's on a little more than a quarter of an acre of land also. And it's only been on the market for 4 days, built in 1928. So let's check out this little cutie for under $12,000 in Saginaw, Michigan. So now it looks like we may want to, unfortunately, you may want to take this tree out of the front. It looks awfully close. But you've got a beautiful big tree here in the back, a couple on the side. Maybe we could remove this and keep you from some maybe damaging, branches that might damage that roof. And then you could plant some new landscaping. We have a sidewalk. So here's the interior. It looks like laminate or maybe hardwood flooring. Looks like we have some closet space along that wall. Under $12,000 for a house in Michigan, you guys, in Saginaw. Now in Saginaw, Michigan, we're in Saginaw County. Population's 43,000 people. And in Michigan, your real estate tax rate is 1.24%. So here it looks like we did have baseboard heating. But again, have those home inspections. We've got a cute kitchen. Look at that. So you've got a double sink, a lot of cabinets. That gives me a little bit of a mid-century modern vibe. You've got a ceiling fan. So it looks like we walk down to our little side door there. Nice vinyl flooring. This is cute. Under $12,000 for a roof over your head. Could pay cash for this and spruce it up and modernize it and go along as you like. On a little more than a quarter of an acre also. So there's some paneling. That is a closet. Yeah, this is cute. Now that might be your attic access. Here's our bathroom with a nice window. So we do see a tub, wall sink with your medicine cabinet. Say hey to Cash Jordan out there in New York City. Anybody watch him? He's all about those medicine cabinets. Okay, so here may be a bedroom. More closet space. A house for under $12,000 with hardwood flooring and a little more than a quarter an acre. Yeah, look at that cute little thing. So let's see what I did with the rendering on this one. I rendered the exterior and I did remove the tree. I added some landscaping and put a little front deck on it and replaced the front door. And so that is Saginaw, Michigan for $11,999. Wow, that's a cute little place. All the more reason to go see it in person. It's on Lowell Avenue. So let's take a look at our street view. There we are. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, and look at that. We have a little feline friend too. Yeah, look at this neighborhood. Nice. But again, due diligence, research your neighborhoods. But this is very tree-lined street. It's very pretty. It looks like you don't have anyone on either side of you. This is on Lowell Avenue, so let's check out our map. Saginaw, Michigan right here. So we have great giant supermarket, K&D Market, so you've got some amenities. And Roman's Flowers nearby. Babel Food Market as well. So we have a Michigan, let's see, we have a medical center nearby. So here we are in Saginaw, Michigan. So we are below, let's see here. We're above Bridgeport, right off of 75. Frankenmuth is down here to the southeast. And there we are on the map. So we're right near Saginaw Bay as well. Right there on the map. Right above Frankenmuth and St. Charles on Lowell Avenue in Saginaw, Michigan. $11,999 for that house with a little more than 1/4 of an acre. And it says here it's a fantastic first-time home buy. 2-bedroom, 1-bath fixer-upper, perfect for a handyman special. Don't miss your chance on this one. And states here that the history shows it was listed for $15,000. Oh no, this has got quite a history. Sold in 2005 for $23,000. Then it was listed a few times. Then it was removed. They tried it at $15,000. Now they're down to $11,999, and the house is 97 years old. That's a sweet little find, I think, for somebody. But again, check it out in person. Get down to the fine details. But it's $11,999 on a little more than 1/4 of an acre in Saginaw, Michigan. Or we have this one in Monessen, Pennsylvania. That is $19,999, and that's on a 4,700 square foot lot in Monessen, PA. Or we have Chanute, Kansas for $24,999 on a 6,350 square foot lot. Or we have this one in Lima, Ohio for $29,100, a nice little brick ranch on a 6,098 square foot lot. So there are 4 houses under $30,000 that looks like we could move right into, you guys. Can you believe it? That's what this channel is all about. I hope you're all having a great day. Subscribe to the channel, share these episodes, hit that notification bell because the house you're not looking for may be the next episode. And we will see you then, you guys. And until then, have a great day and keep that glass full of gratitude. Cheers, everybody. It's great to be with you.